Do you remember your childhood dreams? Do you remember what you wanted to be or do when you grew up? I think all young children have hopes and dreams for their futures. These were mine. I vaguely remember the Sky King reruns, but this is what inspired me to dream about being a pilot. Then I watched Jacques Cousteau and also Lloyd Bridges in Sea Hunt, so naturally I wanted to be a scuba diver. Our amazing neighbors traveled more than anyone we knew, and it was always intriguing to go to their house and watch their latest adventures. Their footage from fishing trips to Canada was so enticing. I remember thinking, someday I will go to faraway places. I want to see what's out there. I want to see how other people live, the foods they eat. For me, experiencing different cultures is thrilling. Another neighbor owned a few race cars. Jim would rev up his engine so loud, Mom said I would run, fling the front door open as if it was music to my ears. When I was 12 or 13, I got to go to the racetrack and hang out in the pit near the crew as I babysat their little boy. Yes, I wanted to race cars. These dreams seemed so far-fetched. After all, how could a young girl from Raytown, Missouri ever get an opportunity to do any of these things, let alone achieve them? Each year, each dream seemed to move further from reality. The high school principal invited me to his office to explain why the auto mechanic classes were for boys only. He said they will use these skills to earn a living, and girls are better suited for home economics. I'm so glad times have changed for our youths of today. At 14 years old, I began working various jobs. I sold shoes, I worked at KFC, and I waitressed for many years. I was married at 18 years old, had my precious daughter Holly at 18, and my amazing son Trent at 21. They are my greatest gifts and best accomplishments ever. I recommend living for a while as an adult before marriage and kids though. With help from above, my children turn out to be amazing and talented people. And they each have beautiful families of their own. I am blessed. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. At 21 years old, I started Leslie's School of Dance. This happened quite by accident, another good story for another time. Some of my teens went to major in dance. A few became performers, and one even made it to the Olympics. But more importantly, these little girls became more confident young women, and that's what it's all about. In 1982, I was invited to scuba dive in the Cayman Islands. Was I nervous? Heck yes. But desire overpowered fear, so off I went for the pool sessions, and after that into the murky lake. And I got certified. Disclaimer, this is not the murky lake. You wouldn't have been able to see me. Diving the Caymans was the most exciting experience ever. The corals and the fish are the most beautiful, vibrant colors you've ever seen. Seeing and learning about marine life is incredible. So of course, I just kept diving. And yes, I was a bit concerned what might happen the first time I saw a shark. The next ocean trip was Bonaire. We dove with a really fun group from the West Coast, and two of the women happened to be pilots, one an instructor and the other a corporate jet pilot. Even though while growing up I thought being a pilot would be so awesome, I never really thought it was something I could achieve. You see, I didn't think I was smart enough. So for many years, I resigned myself to just not even think about it. After diving and getting to know these ladies for an entire week, I began to reconsider. Maybe I can do this. So as soon as I got home, I enrolled in flight training. And 3 instructors later, another story for another time, I earned a private pilot license. By now, I've been ocean diving a few years and wanted to share it with everyone. So in June of '84, I became a PADI instructor. As a single mom, raising kids, running a business, just trying to keep up, it never dawned on me that I had achieved 2 things I never thought possible. It's really important to take time to reflect, relax, breathe, enjoy your life, and live in the moment. Throughout my career, I worked in aviation, in the flight department, the charter department, and in '93 earned instrument, multi, and commercial licenses. I sold Piper aircraft and then was an admissions officer for Comair Flight Academy in Florida. Later, as a VP of development, I financed jets from this uptown bank in Chicago and was also an officer of this bank. Other positions held: account rep and account exec for corporations here you may recognize. I won every sales contest, which is really odd because I don't really like sales. When you have a passion for what you do and you genuinely care what's best for your client, even when it's not necessarily best for you, most clients recognize you really are looking out for their best interests. They typically find ways to reciprocate. And that's how I've managed to build lifelong business relationships. Next in my career, I decided to start leading more ocean trips on a full-time basis. In order to begin this venture, I needed to be totally in tune with all the new ways of marketing: social media, video marketing, branding, SEO, organic and paid traffic, building and maintaining my websites, and so much more. Be careful what you wish for. It's true, when you make a decision and start taking action, your dreams really do come true. Yes, there's work involved, but it's so worth it. In March of 2009, I discovered a new passion: helping entrepreneurs and business owners learn latest marketing techniques, how to get maximum exposure, to get and stay on top of the search engine. Within 6 months, Google Analytics proved my scuba site was viewed in every country in the world, with the exception of only a few North African countries and Antarctica. I enjoy the challenge in keeping up with continual changes. It's mind-boggling what is possible when you open your mind up to new possibilities. The old way of marketing is gone forever. Most of what you did physically must be transferred digitally, and fast. If not, your business may not survive, and you will not be able to keep up with your competitors that have already started moving their processes online. This applies for brick and mortar too. The new way of marketing will save you time and money, with more effective ways to serve your client and increase your revenue. Now, where I'm different from most people in this industry, they have varying degrees of knowledge on a set number of platforms, where I have studied all the platforms extensively. I've personally done the work. I have a wide range of knowledge, not only on social media, but online marketing strategies, various programs, hundreds of resources, and how to integrate them. I'm constantly learning, and this is not to boast, it's simply a fact. The beauty of having this combined knowledge, I may personally outsource specialists in each field, manage and oversee their work. I know if someone has good, bad, mediocre, or amazing skills, and unless you have an understanding and knowledge on this topic, it's impossible for you to know who to hire, and that's not your fault. You're busy in your profession doing what you do best. What you may not realize, paying for mediocre or less is costing more in the long run. The revenue needle must be moving forward. I truly enjoy helping businesses work through this new way of marketing. There are many new things that will advance your business and increase your exposure. And starting now could mean the difference in retiring 10 years earlier. Are you ready to spend more time with your family or doing whatever your heart desires? If you're ready to take action, let's see how we may work together. Click the button below. And thank you so much for getting to know me. I hope I have the honor of getting to know you as well. The remainder of this video is testimonials of the people I've had the privilege of working with. I hope to talk to you soon.